Y'all, so I'm an avid watcher of Math Hoffa's podcast. What is my expert opinion, right? I watch it a lot. They got your boy Troy Ave on there, and after what I said, because I'm not a Troy Ave fan. Watching Troy Ave for a while, he just strikes me as a man who is a child, who's a kid trapped in a man's body. So I said, let me watch this podcast and see if the brother has grown in any way. Let me see if he has made any character improvements. I'm watching an interview and I'm like, bro, this dude is the same dude he was in 2016. Same dude he was in 2016. He's the same dude in 2023. And it's a shame. Because he thinks he's so wise beyond his years. He thinks he's such a solid stand-up man. I'm like, a grown man does not behave like that. He acting like a damn 19, 18-year-old, like in high school. 17, 18-year-old high schooler. Still wanting to be accepted for street shit. Still wanting to be praised for being a street and the most tough. Still want to be the toughest dude in the room. And want to always, like, in a way, brag about how gangster, how real, how thorough he is. And he more thorough than everybody in America. Let Troy Ave tell it, he the most thorough dude in the world that's ever been in the nation. He made everything. He invented everything. He started everything. He the most toughest dude in the room. Right? And men like that have a deep insecurity. And I see through that shit a mile away. Troy is a grown fucking, he's almost 30, he's almost 40 years old. Still beating his chest about street shit. And when I see men like that, I said, wow. Wow. And the worst thing that could have happened to him is that situation, and what is the situation with Taxstone and all of that? That's the worst thing that could have happened to him. Because the moment he was able to bust his gun and show that he was able to willing to lay somebody down, that was his claim to fame to get a whole bunch of street credibility. And see me though, like I grew up in Chicago, like again, I don't have the outer appearance of a street dude. I'm not a street dude at all, right? I'm not at all. I'm saying the outer appearance that I have and the smile on my face, you would think I grew up in suburban America, far away from any crimes and any type of heinous tragedies ever, right? But I grew up in some of the wildest neighborhoods in Chicago, Illinois, brother, right? I've seen a lot of crazy stuff. I've known individuals who have allegedly done some crazy things. But and some of them individuals, they act like Troy Ave, and it's a lot of them that don't, right? But nonetheless, I'm not impressed with street shit. Shooting your gun and killing somebody, that does not impress me. It does not move me, brother. You don't get a badge of honor from me from being a dude that busts your gun. That's because it's a lot of corny ass, clown ass dudes out here that'll shoot, right? It's some dudes I know from around the way, from around where my grandma lived, that have allegedly have a few bodies, and them dudes are unimpressive to me in the finest fashion. A dude from suburban America, he'll be I'm not gonna say that. Let me stop. It's some dudes who be on the internet all day who be impressed with dudes who allegedly killed somebody, and that shit impresses them. But when you actually been around shit like that, like you start to see it's dudes living that lifestyle that are unimpressive as hell. They're really clowns. Troy Ave's a fucking clown. Look at how he want to get praised for streets, how he carry himself bravado. The loudest dude in the room is usually the weakest and all this and all. Bro, he's the loudest motherfucker in the room, beating his chest every time he come in the room, bro. And that's the reason why he in the same position he been in since 2016, 2017. He ain't moved shit. He ain't had no traction for real in the rap game. He ain't made no noise for real. He ain't got to a certain level, a certain status he wanted to be in a rap game because the brother has not learned humility and he's almost 40 years old. Now, humility does not mean kissing people's ass and being meek and mild, right? But humility is at the same time like recognizing and acknowledging the fact every situation don't cause for no tough ass shit, no tough wannabe street shit. Like, Troy Ave is a dude that just always wanted to be tough in his whole life. And the moment he had a situation where he can slightly prove he stood on some tough guy shit, he's loving it. He's relishing in it. Like, he's basking in that shit in a way that, like, is just like, bro, what? It's almost like he's like a character, like a cartoon character. And even when the situation first popped off, the brother going to court in bulletproof vests, dope dealer hat and shit. I'm going to court. Bro, even the biggest gangsters in the world went to court with a suit and tie on. You the only one. You got to come in there like it's a video game character. Bro, life ain't no game. And when he saw them people was not playing with him, when he saw that judge and them was not playing, right, he go on a whole little tour. After he done sold and perpetuated street shit to every youth in America, after he done beat his chest talking about how hard he is and, you know, antagonizing other individuals like Chance the Rapper, calling them weirdo rappers and all this and all of that, and trying to act like you big bully on the block, right? You big Mr. Tough Guy. When the shit started getting a little fuzzy for you, you went out there talking about the streets is a myth. It's a myth. The streets is a myth. Nah, brother, the streets ain't no myth. They for real. You just picked a fine time to play Sharif. You wanted to be O-Dog. But when the O-Dog shit popped off, now you wanted to be Sharif. Because now, the streets is a myth. It ain't no myth, brother. You wanted to jump in head first. You act like you was about that life. Super tough. Nah, had that same tough guy bravado you was having all the way through and through when you going through that shit now. Had that same tough guy bravado. Because first he told me the streets is a myth. Now he back to the Troy Ave. Now he, you know, the stuff has passed on now. Now he back to that whole Troy Ave bravado he was doing before the stuff actually popped off. Brother, no. That's clown out. Almost 40 years old acting like a kid. My little cousin's more mature than Troy Ave. My cousins, I got a 26-year-old cousins. 27-year-old cousins. They way more mature than this dude. And Troy almost 40 with kids. Look how he acts. That's not admirable. Like, I'm not saluting nothing like that. And if you say you don't salute Troy Ave, it's you hating on him. These hating, Troy bust his gun for real. I don't give a fuck. Bro, that shit don't impress me. Like, any dude that's a silly-ass kid to be proud or impressed by a dude shooting a gun. A lot of brothers will shoot here. A lot of brothers then shot and shotguns here for the longest of time. And a lot of them wasn't impressive either. And it showed at the time they was acting just like Troy Ave. And it showed at the time, it revealed itself that they was really clowns. They was really clowns. And they were so arrogant and they were so big in their own head. They were so big in their own mind that it ultimately led to them being in some more dumb shit. Right? And the energy that he carries is going to, like, again, he probably going to get in some more, I'm not wishing anything bad on the brother, but he going to get into some more silly shit because of the energy he carries. The energy around him is not positive at all. Even though he's trying to act like this and that, just bravado bragging about wearing designer and all this and all. Like, bro, what? Like, come on, Fender. I mean, I had this one. I was looking all, bro, all that shit, bro. Like, again, I'm from a area where, all right, because all that gangster bravado and all this and want to be saluted, he want to be accepted for it so bad. He want to be accepted for that. And I never seen a dude want to be accepted for gangster stuff in the, like, in quote unquote mainstream. He ain't no mainstream rapper. But in mainstream rap world, I never seen a dude want to be accepted so bad for gang stuff like him. Like, it's like he crying out for help like a little boy. Look at me, I'm so tough. Look at me. Like, bro, like, come on, man. I done been around dudes who was real like street dudes that don't act like that. For real. I got an uncle did 11 years straight in prison. He get around you, he don't talk about jail shit. He don't talk about street shit, none of that. Troy Ave feel like he got to come around and be, oh, I did this, I'm running. We ran down on him. I ran down. I remember when he said something happened, when he was describing the situation at the Breakfast Club. Somebody pulled a gun on him. You ain't no killer, nigga. You ain't no killer. Bro, shut up, bro. Shut up. Like, come on, man. Like, you ain't no killer. Like, bro, you really was saying all of that like it's a video game. His whole way he carry himself in bravado, he just all bravado with him, and he try to just sell that. And he comes off like a kid to me. It's just like, bro, what grown woman, again, a grown woman messing with him got to be a clown too. What grown woman really want to be? This is a clown ass dude that you know is like, what? Like, everything my son was saying about him is factual outside of this. I don't know about the snitch stuff. I don't know about that. But as a man, look how he carry himself. Like a kid. I'd rather hear some old men talking about how they used to hoop back in the day than listen to Troy Ave go on these rants and tangents. I tried to give it a chance because I love Mav Hoffa's podcast. But I'm like, bro, I'm this silly, bro, this dude here. And I know I ain't the only one. Because Mecca, with the glasses on, he looking just so disinterested. Like, man, if you come on with this shit, man. Come on. This is what we really talking about here. Like, this is really what's going on. Really, bro. really, this dude, he can suck you, you know what, and you all this, bro, knock off generic 50 Cent wannabe ass. Come on, this energy is just like, what are we doing, bro? What are we doing? And dudes, again, it's dudes that swear you hating on him. Bro, ain't nobody hating on dude. We just grown men and we not impressed by silly shit. As a grown, I got children, right? I can never salute no stuff like that. A dude acting like that. I got a son. I don't want my son acting like dude ass. You feel me? I mean, again, I'm going to have a sovereignty over my child or whatever. But at the same time, I recognize how that image is terrible for young dudes to be looking at. He just want to be a gangster so bad. He want to be so street. He want to be recognized and saluted for street shit. It's like, bro, calm down, bro. Like, he just want to be accepted on street stuff. Not for the music, not for being a hustler, not for being a businessman. At the bottom line for Troy Ave is he gotta be recognized and saluted for street stuff, for being tough. And that's why his career is where it's at right now, and it ain't moving nowhere because the energy around him bad. That's why dudes is calling him Troy Average. And he can rap, but that energy around him, bro, who want to be around that? He want to antagonize Chance the rapping him back in the day. Like, bro, what? He lucky he did that to Chance and not the wrong Chicago dude that got with his ass. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to tell you right now, all that, that tough gut bravado, again, that situation with Taxstone, it fed his ego even more to make him feel like he was just such a killer now. So I don't know, like, and again, all that is just unimpressive to me. Because again, he might land himself into some other stuff because of the bravado he carrying everywhere he go. It's dudes that don't care nothing about that. I knew in my hometown, Chicago, it could be a dude that take the life of one person. And it is always a dude here that's going to say, do it again. Show me you can do it again. Do it again. They waiting to test you and say, oh, no, that was a fluke. Do something again, right? And I'm not wanting that to happen with him. I'm not. But it's just like, what are we doing here, bro? This is what we talking about when you almost 40? You want to brag about just a whole bunch of street stuff and how you just so tough and you would have did this. And let Troy Ave tell you, he the toughest dude in America. Ain't nobody ever going to do nothing to him. He ran down on everybody. Everybody in your mama. Suge Knight, he ran down on Suge. He ran down on 50. He ran down on goddamn every gang member in Chicago, every gang member in LA. Let him tell it. He the toughest dude around. Like, brother, you look, brother up here grown as hell, talking all this about, oh, you on my DICK, you gonna all listen. Like, bro, for real. Brother up here looking like the dudes from Full Force. We're gonna kick your fucking ass. He look just like one of them motherfuckers. Like, bro, like, I'm looking like this dude. And Mecca's getting the same. I mean, he looking like, man, for real. And Bigger, I know eventually, I feel like eventually Bigger was gonna be, I thought Bigger was gonna be like, okay, man, we tired of this. Like, come on, man. This all you giving off is a whole bunch of, and again, you can have the energy where you don't F with somebody because somebody don't F with you. If I ain't F with you back then, I don't F with you now. That's cool. I don't got no problem with that. I ain't saying you got to be mature enough to just say you all is forgiving with everybody and kumbaya with everybody. I ain't even saying that. But just always talking on some tough stuff and street stuff and designer clothes. I came in with this and that and I had this on and all that. Like, bro, really? You don't get your goof ass. Like, Troy Ave is a big goofy to me. Like grown ass goofy dude who just ain't realized or figured out life yet. Who think life is just all about the bravado and silly materialistic shit and always trying to be super like. And again, we all like to get fly. I like to get fly and wear nice clothes, but always talking about some designer this and designer that. Like, brother, knock it off. You too damn old for that. But hey, I guess if it floats your boat, whatever, and it gets him clicks and all that, clicks and views, and it's helping Math Hoffa. But I'm looking like, look at this dude, man. Talking about the loudest dude. You the loudest one around every time you come around. Talking about what you did and what you did. You the first to do this and just a clown, man. Machiavelli Mills TV. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about Troy Ave's interview on My Expert Opinion. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to rock with me. I'm out. Peace.